Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight. The Gold Coast Federation presents November Rain. We have a UEW Underground ITV Championship match. I cannot wait for what we are about to witness here, James.
It is gonna be a wild one. Max X walking into the ring now, ready to defend that title against ToxicTrent.
ToxicTrent, one of the greatest professional wrestlers to come out of this great state of California. And ladies and gentlemen, Gold Coast Federation, this is action you will only find here. The UEW Underground ITV Championship match is about to get set underway. An ultra-violent matchup, James. What do you think we're going to see in a matchup like this?
I think we're going to see Max X take ToxicTrent to school. ToxicTrent doesn't have any experience in a match like this. He's not familiar with the underground rules. Max X is. He's the champion for a reason. He walks into these kind of matches on a weekly, daily basis, just ready to fight. Is ToxicTrent willing to get dirty, to get violent, to get ultra-violent in the underground? If he wants to win that championship, that's exactly what he's going to have to do, Walker.
And that might be what he's doing right here. We were seeing a pinning attempt there. Front face lock now applied by ToxicTrent, and this is something that ToxicTrent does very well. His mat-based grappling game is off the charts, but he has to battle against someone like Max X, who is very good in all regards, not only with the ultra-violent rules, but also in the technical style.
Seeing that technical stylings on display right now as these two just trading back and forth. Look at Max X using that low center of gravity to be able to roll Trent back and escape that hold.
And this is wrestling action you will only find here at the Gold Coast Federation live in Stanton, California. These two men are going to be spending the early goings of this competition seemingly jockeying for a position here, James.
Definitely the feeling out process. These two competitors having never faced off against each other before, trying to figure out what the other's game plan is, how to respond to it.
And Max X, he's on the back of ToxicTrent. Trent driving him right into the corner. Now Irish whip out of the corner. Trent now full head of steam strike to the side of the jaw. And it seems like we might be seeing a repeat here, James. Now ToxicTrent, clothesline, flattening Max X, and that's exactly what he's going to have to do if he wants to win the UEW ITV title.
ToxicTrent using that size and power advantage over Max X. This is why Max has got to take this moment, regroup on the floor, and figure out what he's going to do to get back in control. Just like that, taking Trent's leg and sweeping it out from under him and delivering him face first to the ring apron.
ToxicTrent knows what it takes to battle back. He has all the heart. He has all of the resiliency here.
And Max X is in his element now.
Here comes the plunder, ladies and gentlemen. This is an ultra-violent matchup. Anything goes, anytime, anywhere, and that time and place is right now in Stanton, California.
Now he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's ready to go to work.
I don't know if it's work, I don't know if it's war, but whatever it is, ToxicTrent is gonna have to look out. Look at that. Incredible athleticism from the king of the wasteland.
Well, we're about to find out whether or not they can get ultra-violent in the wasteland.
The California wasteland privy to violence, and it has made ToxicTrent into the competitor that he is. Max X, I mean, I don't even know if Max X was prepared for this matchup here. Look at that, Russian leg sweep, utilizing that kendo stick there, James.
Very smart. That shows Max X's experience in a contest like this, being able to counter and use ToxicTrent's own offense against him.
That UEW ITV Championship is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. This is for all the marbles here at Gold Coast Federation. Max X seemingly re-strategizing here. suplex there from Max X. Going for the cover. This might be the end of the contest here, James. And only a 2 count. It's going to take a lot more than that to put ToxicTrent away. And James, if you're Trent, if you're in a position such as this one, what are you doing to counteract these methodations of Max X?
Max X is proving that he's going to use his skills against you. Where do his skills lie? The underground, the ultra-violent. Trent has got to be willing to go there. We saw him with that kendo stick earlier. He would use it, but he's got to go beyond that. He's got to get ultra-violent if he wants to win this one.
Absolutely. Irish whip out of the corner. Look at that. Skull meets steel right into the post. Going for the cover here is ToxicTrent, only a 2 count. And by the seam of his pants, Max X manages to hold on just for a brief while longer. The UEW ITV Championship. ToxicTrent now lifting him up. What's he looking for here? What goes up must come down into the cover. 2 count once more. Now ToxicTrent finds himself seemingly in his own element now. He knows what he's doing. You know, this is actually his very first time competing in a ultra-violent matchup of this nature, and he's doing a fantastic job keeping up with Max X here.
We've seen a little bit of that ultra-violent side of Trent. We'll have to see if he can keep his foot on that gas pedal all the way till the end and capture that ultra-violent championship.
Good God almighty, the Hangman's neck breaker.
Just draping him out to dry like the laundry, Stuart.
And this match could go all over the arena here tonight in Stanton. Max X now back into the ring. You can only win this matchup via pinfall or submission in the middle of this ring. And what is this that Max X has? Good God! Was that a keyboard?
I believe it was, but that is why Max X is such a dangerous competitor. You never know what he's going to bring into a match like this.
God! Right onto the steel. And only a 2 count. ToxicTrent's neck has been compressed between Max X and that steel chair.
Definitely not the position you want to be if you're Trent. I have a feeling he's going to have a really hard time rallying from this one.
I can understand how. Max X now with a beautiful hammer lock applied. This is the beautiful thing about Max X. He's mixing up these styles. Spoken too soon, though, as ToxicTrent takes the advantage. He's California strong style kicks. Trent off the ropes. What's he looking for here? Drop kick of the single leg variety, going for the cover. And it was only a 2 count there, James.
Only 2, but Trent has found a way to gain control of this contest, if just for a moment.
The double knee face breaker. ToxicTrent's put many men away with that one, going for the cover off of this. And his feet were on the ropes, James. Referee sees it. The rope break does apply in this matchup.
Come on, Toxic.
Our fans are rallying for ToxicTrent here tonight in the Stanton, California arena. Gold Coast Federation is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. ToxicTrent with this chair now. Telling Max X to have a seat. What is he looking for off this one? Good God almighty. He might have shattered his right knee in multiple places there, James Southern.
What a devastating mistake for ToxicTrent. He thought he had Max X right where he wanted him. If Max X hasn't escaped that, we would have definitely seen the end of this contest.
Absolute brutality at the hands of Max X and ToxicTrent. There's a reason they call this one ultra violent, ladies and gentlemen. Going for the cover. This is the end of the matchup. No. And Max X finds himself to be in absolute shock and awe at the wherewithal, the resiliency of ToxicTrent in this matchup, James. It's absolutely impressive.
The floor might be a little wet in the center of that ring. Max X breaking out the wet floor sign. And
What is that Max X has?
is that a pineapple? It's a pineapple pinata, Walker.
What could possibly be inside that pineapple pinata? I guess we're going to have to wait and see as Max X continues the attack to ToxicTrent. Finding himself in a precarious position here. This is not where you want to be if you are the king of the wasteland. Max X. Floor's looking a little wet down there, James. What the? Oh, no. James, this can't possibly be. All right, at a certain point here, you have to start thinking about the longevity of your professional career. ToxicTrent slipping through the legs. What is this? Oh, my God.
A slippery floor sign and a slippery escape from ToxicTrent. This might be the best chance he's had all match.
Max X is slipping down the slope. The cover made here in just a 2 count once more. What is it going to take for ToxicTrent to put Max X away? Good God almighty. And now Trent ascending that middle rope. He might be looking for that spear. Met with the pineapple pinata to the skull. Max X, this is your best opportunity to retain the championship here. Backstabber with the steel chair applied.
And note he had that left arm of ToxicTrent underneath that chair. Now just wrenching up. There's the win.
What a victory for Max X.